It's debatable here on MLBBro.com.
Hey, let's give a great big say hey and a happy birthday, although belated, to the great Willie Mays, turning 93 on last Monday. So when you look at Willie Mays, and I got a piece coming out on the MLB Bro Show mixtape, right?
Yeah.
And I looked at the numbers. The most he ever made was $105,000 in a season. Now, big money in 1963 when you go to San Francisco, but let's compare him to now. If the benchmark is Shohei Ohtani at $70 million annually, highest paid player in the game, what would Willie Mays be worth annually?
Your worth is what someone's willing to pay you. And I got to think, for a guy who can hit 50 home runs, driving 100 plus RBIs, and play the benchmark of what it is to be a great center fielder, I mean, you're starting in the high 40s.
Oh, 40s? Are you kidding me?
I'm starting there. Ohtani because of the pitching. That's the one thing because of the pitching. But for Willie Mays and what he's able to do on the field, I mean, the personification of a 5-tool player.
Exactly.
I mean, you're starting 40.
I'm thinking 70 with Ohtani. As a matter of fact, to me, if you put everything on the scale in terms of all-time greatness, the bottom line to me is he's $100 million a year. I know that's hyperbolic. Great
$100 million.
I'm telling you, Willie, look at his number. Hey, man, the stats don't lie. For most of this OG's childhood, this dude was the third-ranked all-time home run.
No, listen, bro. OG, I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing. We all know the greatness. We all know the greatness of Willie Mays. We'll never get on this show and speak bad about the great Willie Mays. That being said, I mean, man, $100 million. I mean, listen, you can say that about a lot of guys, though, man. I mean, listen.
Prorated, though, over the season. Because here's the deal. I put him into an insulated crucible of three great players all time who are bros. There would be him, there would be Hank, Aaron that is, and of course Bob Gibson, who were the dominant personification.
What about Griffey though? What about Griffey? You know, you could argue Griffey's in that level with.
But wasn't he up there around the $25-30 million range or something?
But even then, $25 million for Ken Griffey Jr. I know in 1990, I get everything is adjusted for inflation, all that. I get it. You know, we're not in math class here. We get it.
Not at all.
But you know, I mean, you got to think about it again. How is any player getting paid exactly what they're worth? When you think about on the field production, marketing, you know, what they mean for the game. I'm talking about the top player. I'm not talking about the Taylor Trammels of the world. I'm talking about the tippity top players, right?
I'm talking about guys right now who haven't made enough.
Ken Griffey Jr. in his prime.
Yeah,
Ken
well,
Griffey Jr. in his prime. $25 million seems a little light.
Well, it does. I mean, for a regular season performance, but the glaring asterisk that goes on his side is he didn't get to the World Series. He didn't win one. Willie at least got one before the Giants left, and he was part of a Mets team that at least went there. So
listen, let's just put it this way: if Willie Mays was reincarnated and he was a 25-year-old center fielder in today's game, Willie would be eating very well. Let's just put it that way.
So you think he would be represented by Scott Boras, right?
Yeah, he'd be a Boras client.
It's sponsored by MLB Bro, because you need to know.